We're utilizing the flex that we actually called out here, but again, it will all come down to how they're able to get this mid space for Super Ken to farm up until he's comfortable going for these picks on the side lanes.
As you can see in the early rotations, Rasi helping out Chelly Boy get ahead in terms of the jungle rotations, the clearing, the pathing, which led to an early take on the Little Wanderer. Chorizo, though, looking in.
Okay, that's going to be some damage placed onto him. Chelly Boy still no decimation here. Is going to be an all-in onto Rasi, but Chorizo might just be caught. Super Ken picks up first blood, but it's traded over. That's the roamer for the XP. Worth it for Alter Ego.
That's right. And again, they don't call this the Chaos Derby for nothing. Besides the out-of-game shenanigans, even the action should come off the hinges. And this is one of the earlier first bloods, nay, trades that we've seen so far in the 2 days we've had of the SPS Challenge season. And again, the action don't stop, man. They just keep on going.
This is why they call it the Chaos Derby. I think you just mentioned it, but BIGETRON Alpha and Alter Ego used to be, back in Season 5 all the way to Season 7, they were both very aggressive teams. They like to push on that tempo very early on, and we're kind of seeing that again with Hayabusa and a Martis in the jungle, and both of them just fighting for that mid control.
And it's in that time frame that they were both hitting their stride.
Yes.
Right? BTR went to the Grand Finals. Alter Ego, prior to that, also hit the Grand Finals, went to the M Series, and now Super Ken, gets one in. Rasi!
Oh, a lot of damage placed down, but Super Ken has to respect this. He isn't able to find a trade at all, and Alter Ego, with the efficient gameplay, able to trade and wait, react to the mistakes that BIGETRON are making.
It was in their programming. That was a trade they were willing to make, even if there was going to be a kill off camera. It looks like Alter Ego understood as well, so they read right into the code. Not talking about this gold lane matchup. Later on, we can expect that, yes, the Leslie should be winning again, bursting down, Sakin on the Claude. But how safe is Nino going to be? Or rather, the opposite way, how definitely in trouble is he? Because look, you have the dive on Chorizo, the dive on Super Ken, even Vin and Moreno can actually get to him. Remember, yesterday we saw how awkward it can be for a Valentina to terrify you.
We've seen that happen multiple times before, but honestly for Alter Ego, I think they have already built a very good peel composition that has very good synergy with the Leslie. The Kaja, first of all, with the suppression, with the Divine Judgment. They also have the Terizla that can go and use the DPZ, defensive penalty zone.
Yes, to protect Nino. There you go. If you know, you know. Check out MSC when you have the time. But now, looking at the XP lane, this is as dead lane as it gets. As a Terizla, the aforementioned DPZ can come out in a big team fight. But when you're fighting off against the glue, that's definitely something you just want to clear and rotate. Clear and rotate. I don't want any part of this. I'd be wasting my resources if I do force it. There's a pull.
Divine Judgment used up, but it's good rough waves by Vin. Now real world manipulation. Now both Sakin and Vin are pinned down. Vin should fall to the decimation. And yes, he does. Sullyboy picks the kill up. Sakin jumps back in with the BMI, but he might fall next. Again, a little bit of a miscalculation from Sakin. Sullyboy massive in the first 3 minutes.
Oh, the 3 masks are going in, and that was 3 big rotation up top, putting Alter Ego to about 1,200 gold ahead. We're looking at BIGETRON Alpha to kind of rubber band, but much faster, because again, this is Hayabusa. You want to snowball. You want to make the most of that previously known as high and dry Master Assassin emblem. And now look at the pull. An amazing 4-man presence here from Alter Ego.
Already read out. Super Vin is going to be there, but it's giving the real world manipulation from the side of Moreno. A double petrify on the back as Chorizo mounts up onto Sullyboy, brings him back for a shutdown to come through for Super Vin. Here, Chorizo just doing his job once again, zoning Pai and Udil away. Going to be chunked as he pops in a slam pass with Moreno jumping in as well. That's going to be a split. Defensive penalty zone and the real world manipulation. That's the Divine Judgment to pull Moreno back under the turret to turn it around once again. But the turtle should fall to the hands of Super Ken.
Oh, that delayed purple take, much more of a popular rotation from mid-2022, made the most for him. Yes, they did lose Moreno, but in the end, BIGETRON Alpha are actually closing the gap now, just behind 700 gold in this 5-minute mark. We lose the gold shields for both all lanes, actually. Interesting, because of how this is the Chaos Derby, neither team made the most of those energy shields.
No.
So again, that's why this gold lead, compared to how ahead teams were, if they were ahead in the past few matches of SPS so far, this is as small as it gets in the 5-minute mark.
Yeah, but it's definitely not a stomp. Something that we rarely see so far in the first day. We saw a lot of stomps. Now it's going to be a good cancel. On that Mortal Coil, Rough Waves, unable to be fully activated as Super Ken will be engaged on Divine Judgment and an early decimation there from the side of Silly Boy. Super Ken jumps back, finds the orange buff, and jumps away.
All right. Great effort by Chelly Boy and the gang to invade, but again, it's a Mardis. You have the decimation cooldown, you press it when you can, right? It was, I'm pretty sure, almost off, but now Pi, Chorizo mounted.
RWM already, Pi should fall, and Super Ken is the one who picks up the kill. Also a shadow kill used up on the jungle creep.
All right, so it's back-to-back-to-back snowballing efforts, but now, oh, the invasion continues. Chelly Boy here has a retribution, commits Grand Theft Purple.
No purple buff for the Hayabusa. Definitely going to hurt Super Ken here in the mid-game, especially considering that they are losing the gold lane matchup in Saken. Nino is going to scale up like a monster.
Yep.
The good thing about this matchup is Nino can bully the Claude, but he doesn't have to bully the Claude. All he needs to do is scale up.
And exactly why he's currently building up to an early endless battle. He just needs the final bit of the recipe to build up towards that, plus Berserker's Fury and attack speed boost. So Nino's doing well as compared to Saken, who is rocking a DHS already. And he's building onto his second core item. So yeah, this is a, what? Almost 1,000 gold lead for Nino. That's what all of this chaos has brought for Alter Ego's gold laner.
Still quite interesting, the fact that Alter Ego, with their lead, especially with the purple buff invasion, that they do not have control over the turtle. Supervin with a good cancel here. Supervin should be able to find this turtle. Finds it with the retribution, secures it for his team, as now it's going to be Chorizo who's forced to use the split. Celebrate with a Mortal Coil, unable to do much more. Moreno was waiting in the midst as well. So it was just BIGETRON Alpha taking the objective and running away.
What Alter Ego was wanting to do there was trade for the turtle. Wait, RWM.
Very deep dive from Sully Boy with that Mortal Coil. Chorizo still able to deal with the waves, but now it's going to be Udil who picks the kill up. Super Ken looking for a cheeky little pickup. Sully Boy is going to be able to hit him back. Meanwhile, Saken with the Golden Snap built up in the 7th minute should be able to take that turret up top as Supervin already is positioning to space out Nino from that lane.
Yep. Roamer spotting the other. They're patrolling these perimeters to make sure that their gold laners can make a move. As I was saying, they wanted to go for the turn. Ooh. And eventually they do find it on Chorizo. And Mirko, you were looking for where the advantage was exactly. There it is. It's on Chelly Boy, and they've buried Super Ken down the top 4 in gold. So yeah, it's not as bad a situation for a 2-0 and 0 Hayabusa. But if you're comparing it to how Chelly Boy has opened up the rest of the map for them, yeah, you're going to see how the inches add up to about a foot, right? It's 200, 300 gold here and there. A total 2K, maybe, tops at 8 minutes and 30.
Alter Ego have done a very good job with that mid-control because they were able to invade utilizing that mid-control. So not just using the mid-control for the neutral objectives, but converting it into a big lead for Sully Boy. But Super Ken is still at the same level.
Yep. And again, this is the genius of BIGETRON Alpha. Again, one of the linchpins of how their programming has been set so far. And yeah, good news, bad news. Great mid-control, great snowball for Chelly Boy and for Nino, but that top lane got pushed in, so yeah, it's difficult. Now the catch and the pull!
Late flicker to Divine Judgment, well timed. Moreno still able to escape, but Chorizo tanks up the hits. How did Moreno survive that? Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, a good pick off here for BIGETRON Alpha as they go in, but Sully Boy is able to dish out so much damage with the Mortal Coil. Just one more decimation should do it, but Supervin barely gets out. And flicker from Rassi as he slows him down, but Chorizo does the same thing to the back. Now with the split, Nino trying to gun him down, but the mount comes through. Nino now mounted. That might just be a kill for Chorizo, but Super Ken will be shut down. We'll see if Nino can survive this one as he runs into the bush. Chorizo is backed up to a corner, and Nino finds the kill.
Oh, here we see now the effects of the recent nerfs on glue. Chorizo would have survived if this was a patch back or two, but not here, not like this. And you'll see again the steel nerves in Nino. Again, much like Sasa yesterday, a lesser gold laner would have died. But no, he stood his ground and he understood the situation. And the same for Vin. Vin could have really fallen down there in the bottom lane, but now, Alter Ego, blitzing this Lord Supervin. Ooh. Not gonna find home. It's Nino who does it. Yeah, even with Chelly Boy's retry.
That was way too close for Alter Ego. The fact that they had to rely on the true damage from Nino's kit and not the retry, I think gave a lot of Alter champs out there a heart attack. Just a mini heart attack.
Just a mini heart attack. And here's the thing, right? Super Vin, he's currently rocking penetration boots and a genius wand. So that's it. Like besides those things, it really was a very small margin of error. So he shoot his shot better. Really had no business stealing it anyways. 2.5k ahead, Alter Ego is sitting, equalizing the map. I think as soon as they hit this main artery in mid, it should help make the most of this level 1 Lord. I wonder if they know. Oh, Rasi spots Vin. No one home.
Oh, penalty zone. Connecting on the Sakan is still able to escape with the BMI right now. Super Ken is in the back. Super Finn taken out. Meanwhile, Ken jumping into the back line now with a shadow kill. Nino with a good flicker out right now. The Divine Judgment not ready right now. As that's going to be the quad shadow back and forth. Super Ken should fall to the decimation from Boy as he is on a killing spree.
No matter how notorious Super Ken's Hayabusa is, no matter how sharp he is on the retry, even when there are opponents invading him, when it comes down to finding 2 or 3 solid targets as he was there, at some point you just get an analysis paralysis. You try your best, right? He tried to kill Nino, no one home. Tried to find another target, Boy just stopped him dead in his tracks, and look at what it led to. Alter Ego are now bursting through BIGETRON Alpha's base. They have penetrated down bottom, threatened mid, and now BTR. Can I just say this is on the scale of 1 to 5, on a scale of amazing to trash, this is somewhere in the middle for wave clear. This is not a great high ground defense.
Definitely not, right? They really are technically only relying on the Valentina. The Claude can clear waves as well, but he's still waiting. Oh, he actually went for it. He's just going full damage, so no defensive items at all for Saken. So there you go. That's the answer. Maybe, yeah, in the middle. Not too bad for BIGETRON Alpha when they have to clear, but the fact that Alter Ego were able to crack the base open with the first Lord is already pretty bad for BTR. There's already an engage. Quad shadow, but Udil got the leg plates early. Now caught on the RWM, jumps back and forward with a quad shadow, gets out. Nino's chasing him down though. He's looking for the kill right now. He's asking the snipe coming down. Oh, no! It's a one-tap, one-kill moment for Nino. Super Ken taken out.
The passive plus, oh wait, Pi with the penalty zone. Gotta watch it. Temper your expectations. Yep, that was brought to you by a Blade of Despair, Endless Battle. I'm pretty sure there was a proc there, and a Berserker's Fury plus the passive. Again, I'm pretty sure twice it hit Super Ken there. Oh, it's hard to be a Hayabusa right now.
Oh, Vin jumps in with the rough waves with Boy again. This Mortal Coil, the thing we mentioned early on, the peel composition is doing wonders for Alter Ego.
But just the same, they do get a kill on Nino, stopping him dead in his tracks. There you go. He picked up the Wind of Nature, triggering the wind chant when it matters. So, yeah, no, does that mean he has to... Now I have to wonder, is his last slot going to be for the Athena Shield? He still has to respect Vin and Moreno. He has one more item slot.
You usually go for just one defensive item, but I agree. At this point, you
or an
need
immortality.
to try to respect.
Or
Immortality works best, I think. But honestly, utilize that man advantage. But Nino has come back alive.
Yep. Nino here, taking the orange first. As Alter Ego try to blitz, send bodies at the Lord, and there's a pull!
Whoa, Moreno gunned down! Soriza tries to dive into the back. Saken's just doing some poke right now. Super King clears out the mid wave. Now it's gonna be a conceal. Nino should be caught here. Super Finn! In the back with the rough waves! Finds Nino. No! He's still able to survive right now, but BIGETRON Alpha, they bought enough space to win the team fight. Saken dealing damage, free hitting, as Sorizo zones Boy away. How did BIGETRON Alpha win a team fight against a team with a 4K gold lead? It's still a trade back though, but the Lord should just be there for Super Ken. He jumps in with a quad shadow, Mortal Coil, and Nino once again is able to turn the tides for Alter Ego.
And you were asking how BIGETRON Alpha won the fight? Nay, they won the battle, but Alter Ego won the war. They are now knocking on into the mid lane, penetrating that inhibitor, penetrating their base, and that's permanent damage. BIGETRON Alpha aren't even gonna make the most of this Lord. Alter Ego's gonna clear it. They're still sitting at a pretty 4K, 5K ahead here. 15 minutes in, I'd say, you know what? The win initially came from BIGETRON Alpha, specifically Vin finding Nino. But Nino survived, and it's that scramble, it's that scrum that made Alter Ego win eventually. I love it. That was situational awareness.
Nino, the way he was able to just survive that in the back, right? I mean, looking at his items, he doesn't even have any magic defense. So the fact that he survived that burst is so massive for Alter Ego because he was able to rejoin the team fight. BIGETRON Alpha did not have that in their minds. They did not know that Nino would come back and just gun them down.
So here's the thing. Is this going to make Nino all the more just a Chad and say, you know what, I survived the first burst. I'm not going to, I think we got the answer, yes. I'm not going to build Athena Shield nor Immortality.
That's another Legion
I'll keep
sword.
going.
Is
that a double blade?
That is going to be a double blade.
Oh, double sad sword. All right. How about BIGETRON Alpha? What did they make the most of that win? Small win with the Lord take and then the pick off early on before the trade with the 4. Super Ken is building damage as you should. Sakin's fully built. So this is as good as it gets. He just needs to find that big 3-4 man blazing duet. But I think, again, the big fact that BIGETRON Alpha are so heavy on the dive, they want to really find Nino, they really want to punish Udil, makes it all the more an honest approach. So maybe Alter Ego's onto them.
It's going to be very hard for Super Ken to catch Udil on the back line, especially Leslie now. The fact that Nino has already built up the Wind of Nature, and for Udil, he has the Steel Leg Plates plus the Winter Truncheon. They're going to have to try to bait things out, but Rossi with a brilliant read from out of nowhere. He flickered into the bush.
Okay. We kept talking about how Super Vin got an amazing conceal play right into the back, but how about Rossi? Rossi just... All right, something tells me that they read the shadows. They understood. And again, this is the second or third time that Super Ken got his shadows timed out, which has led to not only that Divine Judgment kill, but earlier, a preemptive decimation jump, and now they're going in.
Penalty zone, forcing the sprint early from Sakin, and Chorizo's caught in the real-world manipulation immobility zone. So it's them clearing out the waves. Alter Ego doing the same thing. Supervin looking for the flank, but will not be able to find it. Nino can gun him down. He jumps into the rough waves, cancelled out. Nino just needs one more hit, but he's caught in their RWM. Is able to flicker out some way, but Sully Boy will lose his immortality. Look at the Lord, it's up. Now Chorizo with a flicker and a slam. Immortality bot as well. Super Kill with the engages. He pops in the shadow kill to pop that immortality. Pi with a penalty zone, but he will be slain by Sakin as he picks up a double. 17 minutes in, the Lord has spawned, and the jungler and XP of Alter Ego have fallen.
1,000 here. 18 minutes in, perfect timing for an evolved Lord. So here they can really take advantage. They can punish Alter Ego for staying a little too long. I'm pretty sure there was an inkling in Alter Ego's mind saying, you know what, if we push hard enough, we have mid. Maybe we can, maybe. And BIGETRON Alpha right into that, especially that's when Super Ken came back.
This is something that Alter Ego have done many times before. It's having control of the game, but then ultimately one mistake just gives over another chance for the enemy team to survive. And this time, it wasn't just a chance to survive, it was a chance to come back into the game fully. Because look at the gold lead, it's gone completely. The Lord enhanced now in the hands of BIGETRON as well.
Diminished. 1,000 ahead? Nay, under that.
Wow.
BIGETRON Alpha are now presenting a huge threat. Supervin now, he missed a couple of times before. I don't think so now with the Divine Glaive and the Holy Crystal. Nino has to respect that now, because it's not just Supervin who's out to get him.
Look at how they're managing the waves here,
Oh,
Leo.
they have... BIGETRON Alpha have cordoned off Alter Ego. There's nowhere AE can go now.
Let's see, Enhanced Lord up top. Moreno steals away the real world manipulation. Super Ken already getting red treat here early on. Pops into regeneration. No base turrets cracked as of this moment. It's still BIGETRON Alpha taking their time. But again, also from the side of Alter Ego, the fact that they have a Leslie and a Eve, that's the high ground power that BIGETRON does not have.
Yep. Even in a siege like this, even when they are ahead, even if there is an Evolved Lord marching on their side, they still have to dive. It's not as easy. So with that, Alter Ego able to save that top lane inhibitor. Alter Ego able to now go out of their base once more. A great recovery. A way to stand their ground and say, you know what? We're going to cross the threshold. 20-minute timers. Here we go. TikTok, baby. If you die here, it could be over.
They're going to have to be very aware. For both of these teams, it comes down to just one mistake. One mistake, and one of these teams will win. Because at this point, 20 minutes in, both teams have full items. No gold lead. Doesn't matter anymore.
Yep. And there is a surprising absence of immortalities. Yes, Alter Ego have now been once bitten, twice shy. they're building it on the main peel, right? But even for BIGETRON Alpha, there's only really one immortality there, and it's on Chorizo, so they understand that we only have one shot. One mistake, it's over. One shot, we can do it, we turn, and we convert into the W. So, again, these engagements, and that's what this patience coming in from SuperVin is buying. We have seen multiple teams from all over the MPLs, all over the world play this way. You park one key player, you put him in this bush, and now try to spot Super Ken. All right, this is not the engage we want. We reset. Oh!
Penalty zone, catching Vin. He might be forced to use the rough waves here. The Divine Judgment does not come through from Rossi, and SuperVin will be able to escape. Interesting, the fact that they saved that Divine Judgment. Super Ken jumps into 3 people, gets punished completely.
What was that? A glitch in the system. This was definitely not in the programming for BIGETRON Alpha. Bigot Troopers are flummoxed, perplexed. What's going on? My team does not perform this way. Super Ken does not do this. And now, Alter Ego here to punish that stumble. They're going for the Lord here. Chorizo drawing a line between the rest of them. Not gonna happen. Alter Ego back in the driver's seat.
Uncharacteristic plays for the side of Super Ken right now. Chorizo is going to be caught in the immobility field. Alter Ego might look to collapse right now, and that's the damage to come through. Chorizo running for the hills. Nino's giving vision up. Rossi will not be able to do damage back, but now Udo's caught, forced to use the Purify. Alter Ego can utilize that resource advantage now to push with the Evolved Lord in the mid lane.
Chorizo picks up a Twilight armor. He knows that Nino ain't playing around. Lord marches in. 2 waves. Mid and bottom.
Let's see how they do this. Rossi with the Divine Judgment, but Saki with the Blazing Duet is able to clear out the wave. Simultaneously in the back as well. Nino going to be engaged on, but he's still able to kite away, dealing so much. Chorizo now jumping forward, but BIGETRON Alpha somehow, some way, winning out of this front to back. Meanwhile, Super Ken, one more hit, should do it, and Udil will grab the kill with the Impure Rage. Moreno buys the immortality. Now with the RWM onto Rossi. It finds Nino, and he's still able to survive with the immortality. Now it's going to be winner truncheon bought by Udil, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Udil will fall. It's a shutdown for Moreno as he picks up a double. Rossi in the midst of it all. One more hit should do it. Will he be able to? No, he will not. BIGETRON Alpha have coin flipped to victory.
It's a wipeout. Alter Ego all absent on the map. Chorizo cutting right through the waves. Top lane. That inhibitor is their weakest point. Alter Ego could lose this right here, right now. 15 seconds to Selly Boy. Oh, the slow roll.
Wind Talkers being bought as well. BIGETRON Alpha, they might be behind the entire game, but it shows that they can coin flip to victory as well.